So, my past, like, part of me is like, there's still like levels of shame that I carry from my past. I was a drug addict. I was hard drugs. I did cocaine, heroin for a lot of my life. But I'm not that person anymore. And it's like I released that, and I don't have to be ashamed of it. It all made me who I am. It was these deep wounds that I was carrying, from childhood, from other lives, whatever, like not fitting in, not being good enough, shame, sexual trauma. Um, and it was like the only time I was at peace was when I was high, or even at work. Like, I would work super hard and just focus on work, and it was like these fears of connecting to people. Like, I always felt so different. My family upbringing, just like, I knew my family was different. I knew there were, they had issues, and so I defined myself through that. Like, I was like connected to that. I would go, oh, I don't want people to know how my family is, because they'll think I'm like that. And I do feel different, but I mean, now I embrace the difference, the things that make me different. But the addictions and the things, the criminal, like being arrested for, drugs and different things, and in my past, like, I put that down. I don't have to be ashamed of that. I had a miraculous, like, I was clean off the hard drugs. It was, I was going to a methadone clinic for like 3 years, but I was abusing Xanax with it, and I was blessed with it was a divine intervention. Like, I wanted to die. I would have to get up at 3 in the morning every morning to like go to the methadone clinic and then go work a construction job. And like, I was living these two lives. It was like nobody at my job knew I was like, a drug addict, recovering, whatever, and I didn't get high from the methadone, but it was enough that, like, they say that methadone withdrawals are worse than heroin. You're like sick for a month, and physical body stuff, and Xanax, you have seizures and all of this. And so I was so scared to like get off of it ever. And so, like, I prayed and prayed and prayed, and like, I did not pray. Like, I was so disconnected from, religion, growing up Catholic, and spiritual, like, even spirituality, like just anything God, the word. But like, I was just like, I didn't know what else to do. So I prayed, and like, I was not happy, and it was like this light hit me, and literally one weekend, it was like, I was married at the time. I told my wife, she went to the clinic too. I was like, I'm not going. I'm not done. I had bottles of Xanax, didn't take anymore. I was in this manic state, and I was like joy, and I was like spreading love, and like, and I wasn't sick at all. It was a miracle. And I didn't, like, I even, like, because I was, had paid at methadone clinic, I was going to the counseling thing, like the groups, and like telling people, oh, you don't have to be sick. Like, and they were like, that's not possible. And I'm like, look, I've been off of it for, 5 days, a week. And then they made me stop coming to the the groups because like the counselors, they're like, no. And even the nurse, like, you need to go to the hospital. Like, that's, it was a little, like, basically whatever happened, the downloads that happened, like, it, like, opened my crown chakra, my third eye, like, wide open. So I was definitely manic, and I was not, there was, like, all the like, I was eating fast food and drinking energy drinks at the time, and I stopped all that, and I was like, throwing all the food in my house away, like, this stuff is poison, and like all of this stuff, like and people. So I actually, after a few days, got locked in the hospital for like a week, and everybody thought I was crazy because I was telling them all this stuff that I knew. And so yeah, that's a little bit of my story. It's been a wild ride. That was like 7 years ago, and like, it was, all I could see was like a walk-in, like a soul walk-in, like a higher aspect of myself came in and released so much of me. And it, like, after that, like, it was transformation. And then I backtracked some after that, to like work on stuff. It was like my gifts, and like I was like wide open with everything, it was like I couldn't handle it like that, so it kind of went back, and then I had to work forward again. But that was my like exit to the drugs and that life. It was like, no, it put it down, and like, and it wasn't me, it was like a higher power that came through me. And like, it was almost like something picked me up and just shook me out, and like all the densities just shook it all out, like, and then put me right back down. And like, I didn't like, then I quit going to work, and I was just like, and I would just kind of go around and meet people and talk to people. Like, I would follow like these messages, and like, it was very crazy, my life, for a while there. And then like, I had to like integrate back into 3D living on some level, and then so thank you.